So, welcome back to our third presentation, and as we already told you that this presentation is not going to be so much talking as the previous two, it will be more about hands-on and doing something. So we're going to continue with Arduino exploration, and we're going to just set you a task which we hope you will be able to complete without any problems at all. Just before we jump into the task, we do recommend the tutor to put on a video of Arduino top 10 projects. We have the link right here for the actual YouTube video, and it just shows you really cool projects which were homemade. Some of them used a bit more of a high-tech components. Some of them were very simply constructed from what you can find in your normal household. So have a look at that one. It's only about a 7 to 10 minutes video, and it just gives you an idea that how versatile Arduino is, and you don't need to have super expensive components to build something very interesting and very cool. Okay, so after you watch the video, we want to set a task for you, and in this task we want you to construct a circuit where you'll have 5 different LED lights. And what we want you to do with those LED lights, we want you to program the Arduino to switch the lights on and off in a sequence. So let's say you have white, red, blue. We want the white on, then white switched off, then the red on, red switched off, then the blue switched on, switched on, and then it will switch off, and then it will do the rest of the colors. So we want you to do it in a sequence. We don't want any two lights on at the same time. Just to give you a little hint about the construction of the circuit, it's actually quite simple. What you're gonna have exactly what we did before. It's just you're gonna have 5 LEDs, 5 resistors, 5 pins which you're gonna be using. You're not gonna be using 5 grounds, just to mention. Where you're gonna ground the minus part of the breadboard, and then you're gonna connect all the grounds from the pins, the minus pins, into that line of minuses. We're just gonna show you very quickly in the next slide what we expect you to do with the ground, because that's a bit more complicated and we haven't showed it to you before. But the 5 LEDs gonna have 5 resistors, and they're gonna be constructed the same way that we done previously. For the code part, we just want to point out that it's not gonna be that complex either. If we have a look back in our blink without delay code, we see what we define, the setup, and the loop. So in the case of 5 LEDs, you're gonna have 5 definitions, and you're gonna define each of the LED lights. In the void setup, you're gonna have 5 setups. Do not forget that whenever you have more than one component, you have to name them differently. So you can have LED1, then another one LED2. I'm just gonna copy and paste it just to show to you and give you a better idea of what we want it will look like. So we cannot have the same component with the same name, hence we have to define them differently, and we obviously will give them different pins. So that's just a quick hint for you how you're gonna do it. However, with the pin mode, we want you to figure it out yourself, that the pin mode, you'll have to have 5 of them. And then within the void loop, what we're gonna expect to see is that you're gonna have digital writes with a delay, then digital writes again with a delay, digital writes with a delay, and you can have 5 of those as well. But just have a little think about how you're gonna do the digital writes and what you're gonna write in them as well. I hope you find that project quite easy and you'll do it pretty quick. As I said, we'll show you the construction of the ground because we do not have 5 grounds and we need to combine them into one. And as we said, we will need to show you how to connect the multiple grounds together because there's just not enough pins to do so. So let's have a look at the schematic on the next slide. And we use the FreeZync software to reproduce this schematic. And what happens here, we just take one ground pin and we connect it to the minus part of the breadboard. And what we have to understand that the middle part of the breadboard, it operates on the vertical. So a connection goes from top vertical to the bottom vertical. If you connect them horizontal, they're not gonna work. However, the top part of the board, the plus and the minus, they operate in a different way. The vertical do not connect together, however, the horizontal is all connected together. So what we'll have to do is we'll just connect one of the grounds into the horizontal of the minus, doesn't matter top or bottom, and then we'll have all those horizontals connected together. We will need to bridge those two together because there's quite a large space in between them. So just connect them with the wire, and then what will happen is you'll have one ground goes here, another ground goes into here, the third goes into here, then you'll have a bridge between this one, this horizontal and this horizontal, and then you can continue connecting your grounds in that horizontal state.